Hello and welcome to the next video of Goodgame Empire on my channel. Today we will be talking about the Berimond, the War of Berimond actually, because at the beginning of this video we need to split this up for two different events. There is a Berimond invasion, which will be like Berimond camps around your castle in the Green Kingdom, and the second version of this event is the Battle for Berimond, and this is what I will be talking about in today's video. So I will cover how to prepare for the event, how to develop your camp, because this is very important, and how to make as many points as you want, and maybe try to get into top 50 or top 100 without buying any prime times, any boosters, so basically with no money for free. And this is the main point of this video. It should be pretty easy if you're not playing on a super competitive server, and even on very competitive servers it's not that hard, believe me. You just need a bit of time and a lot of tools from the blacksmith. Okay, so let's get into it. The first thing you need to do is to enter the event. So basically you will have a pop-up to enter the Berimond invasion before you start. I already started, and you need to pick the middle one camp, because there's three camps to pick from, and the first two of them are very cheap, but the first one has less buildings and like worse upgraded buildings, and the middle one has better buildings for very cheap price too. So you should go for the middle one, and don't buy Ruby camp, by the way, it's not worth it. Okay, so when you enter the event, you need to send over some troops. And well, I did that, but what you need to do is to pick all your ranged units and to find all your siege tools for Berimond. I already sent them, so I can show that to you. But well, you need to find all tools which are eligible for Berimond, and you need to send them to the kingdom. By the way, the sending price is 0, because you don't need to pay in coins to send the troops to the kingdom, to the Berimond kingdom for the battle event. Okay, so I will send over all the troops I can. And now some words about the event and about the development of your camp. So maybe let's start with quests, because they will show up in this corner, and there will be some quests. You don't have to pay attention to any of them, but the last one will bring you the ability, like possibility to earn some of relic equipment. So if you have like very bad equipment, you can collect it from here and make something up from it, or you can just collect it and sell for these blue items to upgrade them at Technicus, at Relic Technicus. So that's pretty important to do. Okay, and the second thing when we go inside the camp is actually a Castellan, because when you go to here, it will show you another Castellan. So I already named the camp and put up my Castellan into here. And what is important here is that you should have one more Castellan in your equipment ready to equip, to put it into Berimond. And the most important point is actually the hero head. So basically the hero, the relic hero Castellan has to have a economy effect of construction speed, and this is very important, because with this effect you will have less time to skip when upgrading tents. And now we'll move to the to camp development, which is also about tents. So let's maybe start with morale. Basically they are the percentage which makes your unit's strength higher or lower. It may go up because of building more decorations, and it may go down because of building more tents. So you need to balance on it, and my suggestion to you is to have it at least 140%, not less. It is not hard to keep on that. You need, for example, 2 or 3 camp expansions like that, filled with decorations, and they will fit easily, because 10 of these decorations, or 10 of the resource decorations, because they are more important than the ruby ones, don't touch them, because you shouldn't waste rubies on the event, it's not worth it. But the real ground decoration can fit like 5 in a row and 2 rows, and you will fit 10 of them in one expansion perfectly. Also, tents can fit in an amount of 8 in one castle expansion, so that's pretty important. And the second thing is about buildings in your camp. When you enter the event, you will have, for example, marketplace building, and it is super not important because marketplace, like, you're not gonna send the resources to other players, so just demolish that building. And the other thing is to move all the decorations which you have around here, to flip them 90 degrees, to rotate them and move to this corner. Next, move your main tent and your supply storehouses to this place like here, and you can move these small decorations here, and then maybe move them to your storage or keep them here, because you will need more space for supply storages, storehouses here, because you need more of space for resources to be able to buy the few of last castle expansions, because they are very expensive in resources. Okay, so the thing is that tents are hiring your capacity for soldiers, and you need a lot of this capacity to make a few attacks at the same time simultaneously. Yes, so you'll not probably want to attack one at a time, so you will have like possibility to attack 3 or 4 times at the same time. So it will be way easier, but you need to develop your tent before, so you need to grab resources from the watchtower, and you can find them by clicking here, go to the front this button, and you will be redirected to this watchtower. For me, spying them at the beginning of the event is even easier because it takes only 3 seconds, and they change their like defensive setup pretty often. But as we go later into the video, I will show you a better way to attack these watchtowers, obviously, because it's not about auto attacking, it's about attacking with your presets, so you waste less shields and you can get more points. Okay, so you need to send attacks to the watchtower to grab resources, and what to do with the resources. So as I just said before, you need to have about 2 or 3 castle expansions filled with decorations to keep at least 140, maybe 130% of morale, and then you will just have to buy expansions for tents. So I'll buy one and skip it. As I said, very important thing is to have the Castellan hero on, like with the with the bonus to shorter construction time, which is very important because it will save you time skippers, and you can possibly use only time skippers robbed from NPC towers on kingdoms. So this is very, very nice. You don't even need to invest any time skippers from, I don't know, from the blacksmith, or bought from the special offers, or this special offered card. Okay, so then you will have to wait for the attacks to come to you, but as I attacked it a while ago, it will bring you about like from 10 to 18,000 of each resources. You don't need to actually pay attention to food, because it's always being produced because of some villages and the stuff, which is not that important in the event. And the last thing, which I will tell you before we get into like deep attacking tactics, is to not recruit the Berimond units, because yes, you might do that, but it's harder and you have your units mixed. And from my few years experience, it's harder when you have both these like supporters or auxiliaries, however they are called, and at the same time having normal units, because this will mess up the things. This will like bring you 2 different kinds of units, and when you have presets, you basically don't want to mix your units with different ones, so it is easier for you to attack. Okay, so as you can see, we have more resources now, and we can build up more tents, and which is also very important. After building your tents, you need to upgrade them too, and you should upgrade them to at least level 3, or if possible level 4. You need to keep upgrading them all the time, and you should do this in the first day of the event, so you can focus only on attacking in the second and third day of the event, because you need a lot of time to basically make a huge score on the event to get into top. Okay, so as you can see, my capacity for soldiers went a bit up from 330, 340 to 380. So now I can have more soldiers. and the target is about 1100 or maybe 1000, so we will be able to send like 3 or maybe 4 attacks at the same time. So that's your target. And for now we will try to hit, for example, 500 capacity and be able to send 2 attacks to gather even more resources. And if your storage capacity is lower than the cost of expansion, you need to start building more supply storehouses. You can actually build more of them at the beginning of the event, which is not a problem, you know. And you need about 55 or 60,000 of storage capacity, of storing capacity. So I will hide these decorations maybe, but they are pretty good, so I will maybe try to find place for them when I will expand the castle more. And I think 2 of these buildings will fit in here. Okay, so 1, oh no, I'm not able to fit more, unfortunately, so I will need to make some more space for them. But what's the capacity? 48,000. That's more than enough for now, so you will have to care about that at the end of like expanding your tent. Okay, so let's make a cut and go when we have the camp a bit more developed. Okay, so here you can see my castle fully developed, and well, it's not actually fully because I will still upgrade it a little bit, but it's basically nearly finished, you know. And the morale percentage went a lot like lower than I predicted. It's only 86%, but from my tests, it shows that it's nearly like totally marginal difference in units lost in the battle. So basically, like, don't pay too much attention to it, but don't let it go like, I don't know, 60% or something. So you don't need to keep it, like, you may add a few decorations more and few of tents less, but I think this is also good because the losses are like maybe 20 units. Okay, so now the main point of the event. So the second day and the third day, and I am actually doing this in the first day, you know. So the main attacking time, you will need to first send all units. Yes, so we send all the units to the kingdom, and we will split this into two different presets. So I have Berry 1 to 4 and I have Berry 3. And just before we go into presets, just let me tell a word about commanders, because you may go for commanders which have as high as possible bonuses for Berimond targets, and this should be courtier strength and ranged unit strength. Or you may go with the mantlet speed in the commander, which will allow you to attack with wooden shields faster. Or the best option, to have these bonuses both combined. That would be great, but I unfortunately I don't have that, so I can do that. But if you have a commander with mantlet speed and with Berimond units boosts, then that's great, and use them, obviously. Okay, so the first preset is Berimond 1 to 4, and it looks like that. So this is, tool burners. I think you should know that name. So their task is to waste the defensive tools of Berimond, which they have only for first two waves. So we use that for all waves, and this is how it looks. One unit in the middle, one unit on right flank, and one unit on left flank, and it is filled with gallantry points booster tools. So you should update one of your presets just like that, and apply this preset to all waves of the attack. Then you will go to the third wave of the attack, and you will pick the preset which I called Berry 3. So this is for the third wave. And how does it look? Well, it is all about ranged units, so it is filled with ranged units, and you need to cover 100% to make reduction of range defense power by 100%. Yes, so for example, this will be 5 of this Berimond shields, but it might be different amount of shields with different types of tools, you know, and also filled with tools for gallantry points. Okay, and this is how we go. You may also use that with more waves if you have. I think I have, yeah, plus 3 waves. So I'll just apply this to my commander, and as you can see, when I use this preset for all waves, yes, I have the tools boosting in all waves. And in the third wave, no matter how many waves do you have, in the third wave of the attack, you will just apply the preset, and with 7 waves, you're ready to go. So I will send it on Ruby, but have in mind that it's better to send it on with coins. But if you are in hurry, for example, and you need the attacks to make the attacks faster, you might consider sending them on rubies, but it's not worth it so much. It's better to wait like 20 seconds more, you know. But I will send it with rubies just to show you the attacks faster. And this will be, I think, everything of the event. If you have any questions, you can leave them, in the comment. If I forgot about something, I will put it into the video description, and I will put it into the pinned comment section as well. Okay, we've got bestseller shops, so in the meanwhile, I can get back my troops, which I need for Berimond. Not a lot, but maybe I know 5k of deadly horrors, maybe 6 for my main castle. Yeah, great. So I will have enough units for Berimond, because I'm not like dealing with this nomad units. It's like Okay, it's maybe worse to use horrors, yes, because you waste rubies, but for me, like, I don't have a lot of these units because I'm such a ruby player. I mainly use ruby units or mid units, so you cannot send, unfortunately, mid units to Berimond, so I'm using the ruby ones I've got. I might use them, but the veteran slingshots, but you know, they are making more losses and you need to send them over the kingdom more often. But anyway, after making one or two series of these attacks like that, okay, they came into the tower, the second attack is coming, and the third one is here. So after making, I know, 2 or 3 series of these attacks, yes, so it will be, I know, 6 or 9 attacks, you will have to like refill your tens with units, you know, so you will have to send them. Maybe not after 1 series, maybe after 2 or 3 series, but you will have to do that. If you upgrade your tens more, you will have more plays, but don't do this too much, so your morale will go like 50% because it's not good too. Yeah, so maybe I'm missing a bit of decorations, but in my opinion, it's pretty balanced, you know. So you can go as you wish, depending on your playstyle. But I just showed you what's my suggested playstyle. Yeah, so we've got 21 losses, and with 7 waves of attack, nearly 3000 of gallantry points. With the second and third attack, with having only 4 waves, we've got 1800 gallantry points, and we've got 23 losses and 30 losses. I know why this many. Okay. Oh, and now here I can show it to you. Why this many? Okay, I messed up something because in the first wave of attack I sent I know. Yeah, in the first wave I've sent this, so I messed up the attacking system. Okay, so remember once more, the attacking mechanism is that you have your berry 1-4 for all waves and your berry 3 for the third wave. Yes, so you can name them so you're not making mistakes like I just did, because I think I messed something up. But anyway, when using tool burners, you can observe that in the first, and I messed this up. No, in the first wave they use tools in all flanks. Yes, defensive tools. In the second wave of attack, they also use defensive tools, but in the third wave, they don't. So you only have to like cover 100% of ranged units, not, for example, 175 or something. So you're losing less. You're basically using less tools. Okay, so I think that's all about the Berimond event. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section. I will answer everything. And the next stream should be probably tomorrow because I was a bit sick, and you can probably hear that in my voice still. Sorry about that. Yeah, but the next live stream will be probably Wednesday on 9 p.m. CEST, and the next like normal scheduled live stream will be on Sunday because I'm streaming every Sunday at 9 p.m. CEST on my English channel, so feel free to join and watch me playing live. And that's all from me. So if you like the video, you can leave a like. If you didn't like it, you can leave a dislike and tell me in the comments what did I say wrong maybe. And thank you everyone for watching, so see you in the next one. Bye.